I'm struck by reading how ISIS is so good at at the internet, how they get so many people to come, and why are they so effective and democracy isn't?
It's very interesting. This notion that ISIS is better at the internet than we are is one that's getting a lot of play at the moment. I don't want to take it at face value because there's a lot of people in the US military who are essentially pushing for incredible amounts of funding to try to figure out how to combat on social media. And I think it is worth mentioning that there are incredible leaders in the Muslim community going on and using social media and challenging this notion that someone should be drawn to jihad in the Middle East when they're not, in fact, taking on issues in their own communities. And I think there's brilliant work being done around it. I do think that what ISIS has to its advantage is that there are a lot of people who have left their homes and their communities and gone and joined the fight. And the one thing that really works very well online is personal narrative. That ability for one person to say, I'm like you, here is my experience, here's what drew me into Syria, is incredibly powerful. And what's interesting is, generally speaking, when we've seen groups like the US military try to combat this, they don't know how to do that. I would love to see the US military mobilizing young Muslim service members to sort of go online and say, this is my jihad. This is absolutely the struggle that I'm involved with to defend the United States, and here's what got me there. For the most part, I'm not seeing that coming out of these different efforts. What I'm seeing is, the anti-Nazi propaganda handbook, recycled from the early 1940s. And some of this just has to do with who's in charge. The people who are leading this for ISIS are probably people in their 20s who were drawn in via social media. It's really hard for hierarchical organizations to try to figure out how to devolve power down to the people who are the natural users of this media.